Okay. I wasn't expecting this. Let me turn my lights on. Turn the lights on. Oh, good. You know, it's moving. Um, what it do, baby?
What it do, baby? Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, sorry about that. I fixed it. Mhm. I'm just chilling as well. Um, I guess we'll just wait. I would have to be on like one of the most popular servers. Um, can my machine handle two games at the same time is the ultimate question. I don't really want to leave the cube, but I don't want to just sit here. This must have been a big ass patch. I guess I'll go take my medicine. I'll be right back. Um, The good news is it's going down. So maybe we just have to wait like 10 minutes or something. Mm. Okay, is that better? $980. Oh, okay, I hear it. Mm. So just prepare to watch me vape for 10 minutes. It's a vaping stream ASMR. I've been seeing so many vaping memes on Instagram and they've just been cracking me up. That and like cigarettes. The cigarette memes are hilarious too. Is your son Echo? Hmm. Imagine I just could cancel. Fuck it. Well, in the meantime, do I have all my stuff set up? Nope. We can read the patch notes. Over on patch 7.4. Mm. A new aquarium. Oh, they added a bunch. Damn, this was a big patch. What the hell is this? Yes? Okay. New emotes. I just want to see the oh, here we are. Okay, Dark Knight. Sunbreak got a lot of changes. Let's see, Ninja, Viper got a lot of changes. Bard, Machinist, Dancer, Red Mage, White Mage, Scholar. Collective Unconscious. Damage reduction effect duration has been increased from 5 to 10 seconds. The effects will be applied continuously to self, and all party members standing within the celestial ring have been changed to Will Fortune. Will be applied continuously to self and all party members standing in the celestial ring. Okay, so Reaper didn't get any changes. What the hell is Hell on Wheels? Oh, it's a new trial. Nice. 745. I'm only 690. This looks pretty sick though. Tsukuyomi's Pain Unreal. The new raid dungeon AAC heavyweight tier has been added. Okay. Cookies. And we're in. Oh, there's no more weekly caps on mathematics anymore. That's good. And they did a lot of stuff. So they took out the heliometry. Okay. Let's see. Okay. So how does that affect? Okay, I see. All right. Gonna grab a quick, gonna take a quick shower and grab a quick, wait, be right back. Okay. Trials eager to eager to begin the search. Begin searching the research facility. While we've discerned the purpose of the research conducted here, the traces of it that remain might afford us greater insight into what came of it. Let us take a look around for information as well as the way to upper level. I wonder what patch I'm in right now. I'm pretty sure I'm in like 7.2. A lift can be seen behind the wrought iron gate. As sturdy as it appears, the gate will likely resist attempts to force it open. A security panel is nearby. Perhaps a verification key will open the way. Okay. Damn, look at all this blood on the floor. Okay, we're looking for a verification key. Test subject's journal. Tool transferred a few days ago. I can write. Can write good. Yes, I'm good. Very good. Getting hard to control strength. Today it bit off hand of feeder. Cannot help it, so strong. Hungry, always hungry. Cannot control. Eat. I must eat. Eater must eat. You find nothing that resembles a verification key. Perhaps you should search elsewhere. Imagine it's just in this open cabinet. Aha. My scythe goes vroom. What is it? Okay. You found the key. Great. I'll call the others. It seems the key can be used to operate the lift as well. Up we go. So this is the observatory. I didn't expect it to be similar, but this is a far cry from the temple that held Valley Gormanda. All the machinery appears to still be in operation. I expect there are auxiliary systems in place to ensure that monitoring can continue even in emergencies. The warnings indicate various anomalies related to the seal's failure, most likely. For a blessing, we managed to fell the beast before it could cause harm. Right then, let's see if we can find some clues about Gluldra's mother. I think I can use this terminal. Shale taught me how. Beep, boop, 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 beep. There's so much data, I don't know what we should look at. Perhaps we can narrow down the search by inputting the name to Shalja. Ah, it brought up a lot of results. They all seem to say the same thing. Zildja, Administrator of Experimental Treatments, Research Logs. This sounds good, doesn't it? Chances are the data is encrypted, and even if not, it will take considerable time to go through it all. Then let us take it with us back. Then let us take it with us to the back room and have Shale analyze it. Agreed. All right, I'll transfer it to the storage device I bought. Look at this little guy. He's so smart. There, it's finished. Thank you so much for bringing me all the way here, everyone. If you're happy, then so am I. Besides, I was able to learn more about my brother as well. It was a fruitful adventure for the both of us. Oh, his little smile. And here we are. The authorities will doubtless wish to be informed about the facility and its contents. But first things first, let us deliver the data to Shale. Okay. Well, hopefully the queues for the duty roulette won't be as bad, because there's so many people on right now. Welcome back. Golodra has already given me the storage device. There looks to be a wealth of data, all of which is encrypted, so I'll need time to process everything. In that case, Alize and I might take ourselves around the city to check on the people. Their mood has us a bit worried. I don't know if there's anything we can do to help, but we'll see. Understood. I'll let you know as soon as I finish my work. Thank you. We'll see you again soon. What's up, Geode? Alize isn't wrong. The mood out there is grim. Some of the Turiel remember a time before they were dependent on the Sol system, but even they're unsettled and wondering aloud if they'll have the chance to reunite with old friends and family before they pass on. With good reason, too. The journey home won't be easy for one of those who've grown old. That's why it's mostly been younger folk who've been traveling to leaving for Turiel, ones with no elders to care for. Word of that problem has reached us in Tuliolo. My brother is doing all that he can to see that the Turiel Railroad restored to operation, so that people may come and go more freely. Unfortunately, the tracks only go as far as Vanguard, so some traveling by foot will still be necessary. Even so, the railroad would make things a sight easier. How long before it's back in service? I couldn't say. When I left for this visit, Kona seemed reluctant to make promises. But while Shell's working on data, we could go see the state of it for ourselves. To Shaloni Station then. I'll make sure to keep Kona informed. Okay. Is it here? Oh, it's inside. Okay. File resolve and Ysera to boot. What can I do for you? We're hoping for some good news about the railroad. There's an increasing number of people looking to return to Turiel that can't make the journey on foot. I see. As it happens, the Val Reason is also on his way here to take stock of the situation. Scratch that. On his way. Oh, look at Aaron got new clothes on. Okay. Yes, did our little bun finally outgrow his old clothes? That's sweet. Stop that. As you well know, my previous attire was that of a gleaner, and I've chosen a different path. It was time for a change. You're here about the railroad too? It was part of it. It was in part for my sake that the original Dawn Blazer was sacrificed, so I felt it only right that I assist with this replacement. Speaking of which, I assume Lameti has explained the growing urgency of the need. What have you to report? The new locomotive was on track for completion, but we're having difficulty pulling her into the station, in a manner of speaking. You see, when we used the Dawn Blazer to get into the dome, urgency outweighed all other considerations. But now we're back to our original problem: how to run the railroad without upsetting the inhabitants of Mewatstone. That is the Ronique. Though the Hetsaro that followed them are none too pleased about their Hetso being spooked by the noise of the locomotive either. The solution I've devised to quieten the railroad should address that complaint, but a silent train presents a different danger. The Ronique will need to be deterred from wandering across the tracks. And I suppose we can't just blow the whistle at them, or they'll panic and be put off their grazing again. Weren't the railroads plotted to avoid the Ronique's preferred grazing areas, though? It's odd that they're getting so close in the first place. The Ronique's grazing patterns have shifted once since the tracks were laid. I'm not certain why, but I intend to ask the people for their insight. As a major proponent of the road, I have a duty to assist in this matter, and I too would hear what the Hitsaro have to say about it. They are the ones most affected, after all. I believe it would be best to begin by consulting their leader, Huato. The rest of you can accompany us to the Hitsaro encampment if you'd like. Oh, he has a little charm of his mom on the back of his backpack. Aww. That's so cute. Oops, my bad, y'all. Don't be scared. Let's save the girl. We'll just fly there. It's not that far. Plus, I can see the Aethery from here. Well, resolve, well reasoned. I bid you welcome to our camp, but what brings you all the way out here? I thank you for seeing us. Our visit concerns the matter of the Chiral Railroad. You too have noted the Ronique's unexpected change in behavior then. My son, Shepeto, has been looking to this matter. Shepeto? Normally, we'd expect the Ronique to keep to their favorite grounds nearby for a while yet. And despite a thorough search, we haven't found anything wrong with the quantity or quality of the grazing in the Hirioan and Yawatane. Yet they refuse to keep to where they usually would, instead pushing westward towards your railroad. I certainly see no cause for this unseasonal migration. Nevertheless, should they continue to move west, we will follow. As any true Hitsaro would, I suppose. As you may have surmised, I am of Hitsaro descent. My parents traveled with the Ronique as well, though I myself had no memory of the experience. I was left behind as a babe, you see, during such a migration. One of many sacrifices necessitated by a nomadic lifestyle, I am forced to assume. A chance encounter with a kind Pelu merchant was the only reason I survived. Taking pity on me, he taught me his trade that I might fend for myself. I became a stall keeper in Toliolo's markets, and that is where the Dawn Server found and adopted me. I had already been in the palace some time when Lamati came to join us. Like me, she had been cast aside by her parents. I knew the pain of solitude and wanted to spare her that suffering. As this tiny child's new brother, I swore I would always be there for her. What does this have to do with the railroad, brother? Truly, I've never heard of the Runique choosing a path so arduous as to force such a terrible decision, nor of any Hatsar willingly leaving their own flesh and blood behind. There must have been some exceptional circumstance. I cannot say. The idea of following in their footsteps that I might better make excuses for their actions never such appealed to me. But if they had good reason, wouldn't you want to know? Even if it might help you better understand the Runique's current behavior? As is so often the case, you are correct. Though my discomfort with the Hasaro way may arise from fear of reopening old ruins rather than blind fervor for innovation, it would nevertheless see me repeat past mistakes. And to refuse to learn one of our country's treasured traditions would make me a poor dawn servant indeed. Please, teach me of the Runic and what they mean to you. I promise to listen with an open mind. We would be delighted. In the meantime, your companions are welcome to look around. Will you learn of Hatsara culture with me? I should like to approach this with the fervent curiosity that you and my sister share, but it would be useful to know whether I am doing it correctly. Then it's settled. You'll learn more of the Runique, and we'll have a look around the plains, and perhaps in the process we'll find the answers we seek. The quickest way to learn about our life is to do so as we do. I hope you're not above manual labor. I'm not the most experienced, I'm ashamed to admit, but I shall put forth every effort. That's all we ask. Take these tools. Hold on a second. Let us meet back here later to share what we've learned. You're learning about the Hitsaro way of life, are you? I may have a thing or two to share, but rather than talking your ear off, let me test your powers of deduction. I find answers much easier to recall if I arrived at them myself. Ahem. Our Hitso provide us with something that we can use in our medicines. Pellucides and soap to drive away pests and sustain our flies. What is it? Is it dung again? It sounds like there's a story there, but that is indeed the correct answer. We've discovered myriad uses for runic chips over time, each a boon to our way of life. Where there is a need, our Hetso always provide. Okay. This won't do. The wind will go straight through it, and without my needle and sinew. Oh, these are precisely what I needed. I should be able to patch up the covering now. Given how often we pack and reassemble our tents, they're bound to get the occasional tear. Fortunately, the Renique hide they're made of is durable enough that we generally needn't worry. Okay. I'm afraid I've finished with my task for the time being, but since you're so eager to learn about our way of life, why don't I tell you a bit about our migration customs? If you're here, you likely already know that the Runique are our Hetso, our guides, that we travel with them through the turning of the seasons. We trust them to lead us to fertile lands with all we need to survive. But you may not know that sometimes the herds listen too, bound for different paths. On these occasions, we Hetso must also part with half our number. You may think it's strange and stressful custom, but over the years it has seen us visit new lands and broaden horizons as a people. This too is the wisdom of Hetso. Okay. Okay, here's a brush. Geppetto sent a Runique brush with you, did he? How like him. Now just run it through a little patch at a time, gently. So much dialogue. Apologies for the tardiness. I was tasked with raising the Runic and ended up rather far afield. I found myself wandering hither and thither at my companion's inclination. To force us back to the trail seemed inappropriate. But how was your own work? Have you anything to share? Hisara life revolves around the Ronique, but in turn the people receive all they need. The Ronique are treasured members of this community, as important as family. Indeed, the Renique provide for the Hitsaro, and in turn the Hitsaro are good to the Renique, just as family should be. Mine is not the only way, though. Mine is not the only way, though at times I lack the experience to know otherwise. My inability to conceive of how a decision might be right does not mean that it is wrong. My parents had a duty to the Renique, as they did to me, and so I wonder if their leaving me behind was not so selfish an act as I once believed. I have no way to know, of course, and regardless, this has no bearing on our present concerns. We are here in service of the people of Turiel, after all. Nevertheless, I thank you for helping me find deeper meaning in what we've done today, and I will endeavor to remain curious, especially where the Hetso are concerned. I'm glad to hear that, Balcona. You're welcome among our herd anytime. Made it back just in time. Nice. Welcome back. I might have to get off in a little bit, actually. Probably like like 30. Yeah, like 30 minutes. 30, 40 minutes. Kona, how did it go? I believe I finally understand the significance of the Hetso. They nourish the Hitsara as they grow and provide warmth and companionship in a harsh and unpredictable world. They are the equal of any man, not beasts to be tamed. Moreover, Renique are sensitive. Though we may treat their injuries or brush their coats to keep them hale, they must ever be free to follow their instincts and seek lands where they might thrive. The Hitsaro would never cage them, and neither should we. To control their migratory patterns or capture those who wander too close to the tracks is out of the question. Then it is particularly important to advance our original line of inquiry. Fortunately, we were able to visit the Renique's once favorite grazing grounds. As we were told, the grass looks fine, but the place is too quiet. It's not just the Ronique, even the birds and field mice have fled. We did encounter one pack of Ceratops, but they looked to be passing through in a hurry. Typically, this sort of behavior in the fauna would be associated with natural disasters, earthquakes, landslides, and the like. Though the Hitsara would certainly put two and two together, were the cause geological. I measured the area's ether to be certain. There was indeed nothing to suggest recent environmental disruption, but I did notice one anomaly. A strong etheric signature to the east, moving across a plain, albeit slowly. A large animal, perhaps? What do you think, Kona? Given where we are, I believe we are dealing with a powerful beast. A predator, perhaps, given the local fauna's behavior. One of the raptors we saw looked like it had a bite taken out of its tail by something with very large fangs. It couldn't be the Turahetso. The Turahetso? Ronique Reaver in common tongue. Our people have several names for such creatures. Fangs that steal Hetso in the night is another evocative one. Runic can fend off many predators with their horns, but not the Turahetso. Their scales are tough as adamant, and neither horn nor arrow can pierce them. A well-toothed carnivore with an unusually tough hide. I cannot recall any such fauna in this region. They usually roam the wilds in the northeast, and most herds keep well clear of them. I can't tell you why this one is so far from home, and it's packed both. In any case, I believe the source of the Renique's consternation is clear, as is our next move. We must drive this reaver away, that it might return to the grazing lands in peace. Never fear, we will make it certain that the beast threatens you no more. The Runique Reaver is a clear threat to the local population. We cannot allow it to roam unchecked. But it won't do for us to go running off in search of it without having made proper preparations. And if others return from across the plain have spotted it, they may be able to inform us of its recent behavior and where it might be found. And proceed. Do, do.
Help! Help! Odorahetsu is coming this way! It has beasts across the plains in a panic, and our Ronek are practically paralyzed with fear. We must get them to safety.
We can assist by helping to calm the creatures. Once they're less agitated, it should be possible to hurt them.
And after they're out of harm's way, we'll deal with the Ronek Reaver.
I suggest you remain here to attend to the Ronek when they arrive.
They'll be safe with me. Please, be careful out there.
All right.
Make haste! We must protect the Ronek!
Don't worry, we're right behind you.
There they are!
They're terrified. We must do what we can to soothe them.
That herd should be all right. Let's look for stragglers. The Ronek are to rally too. None shall be left behind. There must be something up ahead. Come! There!
These are no match for the likes of us.
Damn, who did that? Oh, he's a machinist. Oh, okay. I thought he was a gunbreaker.
Seems that did the trick.
Wait, aren't you going the wrong way?
For the
Oh, no.
fire, at
Never mind.
least. But where's...
Damn.
Look there! We've got a big one coming!
Impenetrable scales and wicked fangs. That's a Ronak Reaver, and no mistake.
Oh, poor baby.
That one there.
Not so fast!
Damn. Oh, he cracked his glasses. Why did we all go running with him? I'm confused. Did we just watch that whole thing happen just now?
Even should it cost me my life.
He said he got this. I guess so.
I will save the Hetzel!
Kona! Are you alright?
Oh, it's a baby.
Do not concern yourself with me. Get the Ronek to safety.
Bonk.
There. You've nothing to fear.
Right! Let's finish the job!
I made a vow to our people.
You shall plague them no longer!
Find the vow of reason is not without resolve.
Not even a scratch!
Yeah, this is gonna be rough, brother.
I need some time to think, will you?
It must have a weakness, and I will find it.
Keep it busy. I need time.
Who's gonna heal Woke Lamont? Damn.
Place piercing round to the chest and you're done for. That stemmed the flow of protective ether.
Still not backing down, huh? Fine with me.
Oh, damn. Uh-oh.
We must disperse that ether ere the Reaver recovers it.
This is going to hurt.
Yay! Do, 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 do.
We did it. The Etso, are they?
The Ronek have all made it to Mehua Hetsuan. Hunters are scouring the area for any remaining threats, but the local fauna appear to have calmed down.
We cannot thank you enough for your timely aid. You, most of all, Bow of Reason. We feared you would be loath to take direct action, yet you didn't hesitate to put your life on the line for our Hetso.
I did no more than is a Dawn servant's duty. The ethereal conductivity of those scales is astounding. I dare say we could repurpose them to create a device that emits controlled pulses of ether.
ether resembling that of the predator the Ronek fear most. It might work. If we struck the right balance, we would have the means to deter the Ronek from approaching the railroad without causing them undue distress.
Incredible! Kona, you've done it again.
I must say, I was hoping I'd never have to see one of these again. Still haven't forgotten the last one. And it's been more than 20 years now. I had come as a trader to the camp in Lozeniheta. A camp that was obliterated in an instant by that monster.
Lozeniheta. That's where the Pelu trader found me as a babe. Please, can you tell me what you saw?
As I said, I had traveled there to trade with our fellow Hetzaro. Like us, they followed the Ronek. And like us, they were visited by a reaver. The fiend struck like a whirlwind in the night. It was chaos. I grabbed some token belongings and bolted in a panic, thinking only of getting as far away as possible. But even in my panicked state, I could not help but notice the young couple racing the other way, toward the fell creature.
Oh,
We're
is that?
distracted, I heard one cry. Save our son! Save the Hetzo! After that, nothing but the pounding of my heart and feet and Ronek thunder. I ran and ran. And as the sun broke the horizon, I found myself separated from both man and beast. Windborne words say that a group of survivors reunited with their remaining Ronek and have long since moved on. But still more were never seen again, including the brave couple. Or so the story goes.
Oh, was that Kona's parents?
And what became of their child?
I'm afraid I don't know. But if he wasn't with the survivors, even if he lived through that night, the wilderness wouldn't have been kind to a little one out on his lonesome.
Maybe not. But perhaps a passing Pelu would.
So his parents asked you to take
And
the
one
boy,
day,
and you was just like,
Even the
just
Duns
nah,
thought
I'm
to
good, I'm
themselves,
straight. You didn't even take the boy? Damn. The one thing they asked you to do, you didn't even take the boy?
all these years, I was convinced that my parents had left me behind to follow after the Ronek. But now I see they didn't abandon me. They were trying to keep me safe. I've wasted so much time resenting them, when in truth, they gave me everything I have today. It is thanks to them that I live to know the warmth of family, even after they were gone. And now that I am done, servant, all of Tuliyola is my family. A family I will always protect, as my parents protected me.
Aww. To know that the Hetso are safe is more than enough, yet would it be wrong to hope that in protecting them, we also avenged my parents? It is the least I owe them after all this time. Thank you for standing by me, as Dawn's servant and as oft imperfect man beneath the mantle. Oops, hello. We have removed the root cause of the runic straying from their favored grazing and obtained the tools to devise an additionary precautionary measure, a silent whistle, as it were. This whistle must be capable of emitting pulses of ether strong enough that they will shy away from the tracks on instinct, yet not so strong as to drive them into panic. If we can achieve this, it will be far sight better than a traditional whistle, more effective and less stressful for the creatures themselves. Yeah! Let us return to Saloni Station and begin work on it then. Walika and his crew will doubtless be relieved to finally have a solution. Okay, unfortunately, I have to go. Something has come up. I have to go. So thank you everyone for stopping by and hanging out and spending your time here. I really appreciate it. I don't know if I'm going to be back on tonight. It depends on what time I get home. But I will definitely be back on... What's tomorrow, Thursday? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Lord. Oh, depression be kicking my ass, bro. Yeah, I'll be back on tomorrow around 5 p.m. Until then.